Welcome to another episode of the Cannabis Coffee Crew, where the coffee is strong, the cannabis is smooth, and the conversations are out of this world.
Boom squad in the house. I lower the boom when I do the cipher dance. But that's just Aggie Pants as I romance the blast. I take puffs on stuff, rough enough to give a buzz to my guns, even though we don't touch the stuff. See this blood in my front, some say my stink. But yo, the stuff helps me think.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Cannabis Coffee Crew. I'm one of your hosts, TJ, and I'm here with Pandar, Itsu, and Bolt. How you doing today, Pandar?
Doing good. We hit a huge milestone this week. We submitted our book for copyright. Insert golf clap. Woo, clapping.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not coming through. But yeah, no, doing good. Got coffee with my Stickers creamer. We got the laser bong going. Got my, what is this again? Yeah, blueberry, watermelon, raz vape. We just ready to talk. How you doing today, folk?
Good. I need to hit the bong again.
I'm getting there.
Also smoking the whatever that flavor was you said just a moment ago. Maybe I don't need the bong again. But no, I mean, I'm doing good, and I'm hella excited. We just need to get through this read through, and then I think we're done, and we actually get to publish the damn thing.
And it's official. We're authors. Ayo.
Hey. Yeah.
Look, you can't say "ayo" without it actually being.
I can say it whenever I want to say it.
But that's really the only exciting stuff on our end right now. Itsu, how you doing, man?
Chilling, always chilling, having a great time. I'm not drinking on anything because I actually forgot to grab it, but I will grab it here soon. But I do have this vape. I found it in my car. Grape Energy. I don't have any energy from this, but grape energy. Other than that,
what do you got in the fridge? What are you planning on drinking?
What is it? I got some Roscato in there. Feel like a little bit of wine today will help me get my day the way I need it to.
Nice.
That's how I end my day.
I got some Cabernet in the.
Ooh, I haven't had that in a minute. Yeah,
I love me some red wines. The sweet stuff makes my teeth hurt after a while, but the bitter stuff, it doesn't. I don't know.
I just make a mimosa. Hit me with the champagne, please.
Yeah, mimosa. I haven't had one of those in a minute. God damn it. But yeah, other than that,
many of them.
Yeah, no. Other than that, I'm chilling. Working on this goddamn album. It's taking longer than I wanted to, but I'm loving it.
Exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's gonna sound real good. I know that for sure. Nuke, man, what you up to over there? How you doing?
All right, man. I'm just over here. I got two different vapes. I don't know what they are, but I smoked them both at the same time because YOLO.
Science.
And yeah,
for science. Yeah.
Like I'll literally no diddy put them up to my mouth.
Whoa.
Yeah, I said no diddy. And pull off both of them at the same time.
Doesn't always fix it.
It does fix it. As long as you preface it with no diddy, you can't ayo it.
That's like saying no homo, but then saying something.
But just because you say no diddy,
right,
doesn't mean that there aren't other people with a different name out there. You know what I mean? Like,
hey man,
that's like
so.
For
that's
what?
like someone saying, I'm not
no
racist.
Diddy doesn't absolve
but here's
you.
something racist.
And no Diddy doesn't absolve you. Is all I'm saying. Like, if you
in
are
my
a
world.
Diddy, then it still doesn't absolve you.
That boy said, if you are a Diddy.
Then saying no Diddy really just, but it doesn't, does it? Right?
I mean, we can start using
I'm
no
going
Epstein.
down a weird rabbit hole right now. It's my brain. I don't know what's happening.
No nuke, but
no nuke. No, we gotta have nuke, bro.
You're right. Gotta have some nuke.
Yeah. Well, this is this our second or first episode since the new year?
Second.
Okay. Well, we've had time to think about it for a little while. What is maybe some New Year's resolutions you guys have had this year? Or do you even do resolutions?
I mean, to be honest, this year I haven't thought about it that much. But if I had to think about what my New Year's resolution would have been, I mean, I guess it's really just like following through with everything I wanted to do.
Yeah.
More than anything else. What about you?
Well, I did. I know it's cliche, and I didn't start because of the new year. I started because I looked at myself and I was like, ew. And so I started working out
Nice.
and doing what I need to do to lose some weight, at least be fit and not gross.
I mean, it's aside from I get you see yourself in the mirror and you don't like what you see.
Yeah.
Like I completely understand that, but it's also good for a whole slew of other reasons, right? Like
Oh yeah.
excess body fat and stuff increases the likelihood of different like heart disease and shit
Yep.
like that. So it's good. It's a good move. I fully support it. Itsu, what about you?
As far as New Year's resolution, I didn't really think much of one. But if I had to come up with one now, it would be post more videos of me making beats or just music related videos.
Okay.
That's something I've always said I wanted to do and like start getting into, and I just never had in the past year. So
We
why
need to
not?
start making you some music videos, bro.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
I'll come down to Florida. I'll
Hell
help
yeah.
you.
Let's film it.
Let's do
Also,
it, bro.
Let's do it. Fuck out of here. Let's go.
Fucking make a rap music video.
Oh, them
do
bitches
it.
is always fun.
We'll be good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Do
like
it.
2 Chains out there. I'm different.
What about your New Year's resolution, Pandar?
My New Year's resolution. I'm gonna be real. This is the first year I haven't actually thought about it because, like,
That's
no,
so
like
funny.
so much
She
is
wasn't in the
going
room when I
on.
said mine.
What was yours?
I started it the exact same way.
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, it's just real. This is the first year I haven't thought of one because life has just been go, 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 go. And for real, right after Christmas, we have 3 birthdays, 4 if you include my grandmother, and it's just back to back to back to back to back.
Ugh.
So, my New Year's resolution is to not go fucking insane. Okay.
That's a good one.
I heard that. Kind
Mine
of
was to finish everything we said we were going to do.
We need to make that list.
Yeah. But
yeah, no, we're already on point to finish this book. It will be published this month.
That's freaking awesome, yo.
I know, it just gave me butterflies to like say it out loud. It really
That
did.
is crazy.
I'm giggly.
But Nuke, if you're as you start getting back into the swing of exercising and stuff, if you're doing a lot of it at home, something I did when I exercised at home was follow the CrossFit workout of the day.
Yeah.
Like good direction, right? But not
Right.
if there were things that hurt me.
You didn't have
or
equipment for.
Or I didn't have equipment for, or anytime they're like, we're doing the challenges where you need to see how far you can push yourself in this time frame, I would do it, but I would always still keep in the back of my mind like good form.
Right.
That's the issue with
right,
CrossFit.
right.
Is it's not that CrossFit's bad, it's that people circumvent form for the sake of speed to try and achieve something, and they always end up
Right.
getting hurt or something along those lines, when in reality the exercises are fantastic, just do them the right way.
Right.
And you can literally just go to crossfit.com and they have a workout of the day section that they post and update every day. It'll tell you when your rest days are, what your goals for the day are. Is it running? Is it
and they have
like, is it kettlebell swings, or is it like things that are more
there's
oriented
another
for your
like
legs?
another website that Kevin used to use. So if there is something that, oh, I can't swim 10 laps, I don't have a fucking pool, you can find alternative workouts that do the same thing.
Just Google the workout, alternative CrossFit workout for whatever.
This.
And it'll be like, oh, well, yeah, if you don't have the equipment to do this thing, you can substitute it with this.
Right.
it's just a really good way of saying, like, if you want to free your brain from saying I need to work out today, make it a given. Instead, tell your brain, I'm going to follow this regimen to the best of my ability.
Right.
So don't try and do everything all at once, because that shit gets really hard.
Yes.
Just
There
do
you
what
go.
you can. You just do what you can do, right? And gradually work up. And before you know it, in like a couple months, you'll be doing all of the exercises that are listed. Maybe not to the same weight that they're listed or what have you, but you'll be doing them and you'll be in much better shape.
Right.
And that's the first time in my life I ever had a 4-pack, was adhering to that shit and then like being rigorous about what I was eating.
Ain't never had
I
abs.
don't know. I'm still
I don't think I
allergic to
will.
exercise. So
You got
every time,
abs.
no, listen, every time I exercise, I get really red in the face, my skin. I start sweating. I'm breathing heavy. That's not healthy for you. I'm allergic to it.
That's not an allergy.
That's what happens, Amanda.
Yo.
Yeah,
good.
Oh, I know,
that's
but that's
always
my
her
favorite line.
excuse.
That was real good.
Just like my favorite line is I can't read.
As
Oh,
you're
Lord.
reading and responding, you're typing, I can't read.
I'm illiterate.
AI is helping me. I just talk to it.
There you go.
Look, it's found another use.
Yo, speaking of AI, y'all heard about a Willow? Willow AI?
No.
Who
What is
made it?
Willow?
It's I think fucking Microsoft made it. Who made it?
Uh-oh.
Give me 1 second.
It'll
Who
crash.
made Willow? Give me some. God damn.
Copilot is Microsoft.
Yeah.
Is that like an Elon Musk bot?
Google made Willow AI. That's who it was.
What happened to Gemini?
I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I think that's really for phones. Like my phone has Gemini
It's all
on
using the same shit under the hood.
it. Yeah, but apparently Willow AI found evidence of a parallel universe recently. Finds.
Give me the proof. Give me the proof.
I'm trying to find it.
Well, then it has to be substantiated by humans. It's not that,
Yeah.
as much as it may theoretically be possible, we still have to prove it definitively to get an answer.
I want to go into another dimension.
I would.
I mean, you say it, but you don't know what another dimension is.
As long as I can come back if I don't like it.
All right, we'll put a rope on Nuke, and when he goes through the
Yeah,
portal,
we'll
we'll
just
just pull him back like they did in Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Like, no, he doesn't want to be in there anymore. We got 2 tugs. Get him out.
Get
Get him
back,
out.
fam. Get back.
What was that one show? Stargate. Be like Stargate.
I'm gonna be real.
You watched
Didn't
Stargate,
watch
but you
a
haven't
lot of
watched
stuff.
like
Like, I
half
saw
of the
it.
good
Watch
shit.
Stargate. I never said I watched it. I just
You know
about
about it.
Okay, you know about it.
No.
Why are we screaming? We need soothing ASMR voices.
Who?
When?
Why?
How?
I'm so glad y'all caught on to that. Y'all are the fastest ones to ever catch on to that shit.
Yeah, I'm a lot of things.
You get us
and being
once,
a
that's
fast
it.
learner is also one.
Right.
Yep. You can get us once. You won't get us twice.
I
We have
get
4
cat
fucking
all the time.
kids. Come on now.
I get cat all the time, bro. She'll come tell me something. I'll be like, "What?" She'll tell me again. Dude, what? And I'll make her repeat it 4 times before she realizes what
Nope.
I'm doing.
Kevin and I would have locked eyes and been like, I'm not fucking saying it again.
What was that movie where the wife poisoned the husband with antifreeze?
Cruel and unusual.
Cruel and Unusual. It's
Very.
actually a really good low budget movie. But in the movie, she poisons him with antifreeze, bro. Be careful. That shit's sweet and it mixes in with food very well.
She's not gonna poison me. She's gonna slit my throat.
Oh.
Yeah, she's that crazy. She's that type of crazy. She'll slit my throat.
Well, you
I
better
don't
be
try her.
careful.
Yeah, I don't.
That's not a far leap to a Lorena Bobbitt. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You don't want to go out that way. That's the
No,
worst.
Kevin will ask me sometimes, be like, "You trying to poison me?" I'm like, "I eat the food too. What do you mean?"
You can cook it separate. You can cook you the good batch and then give him the bad batch.
Bro.
Oh my god, I'm not trying to poison
Does
anybody.
because she be bringing me my bowl, dude. I think she.
Yeah. Hey, look, and then
I'm just
you're not
saying.
even there. Yeah, I don't know.
No,
My stomach's
this
been hurting
fool.
recently.
Listen,
Ooh.
he was mad. He was mad at me one day, so he wouldn't let me make his plate of dinner. He goes in, makes his own plate of spaghetti. Somehow, like plastic from some part of the jar, something in the process was in the spaghetti. He's eating his food. He goes, "Look at this. You tried to poison me." I was like, "I didn't even make your bowl, babe. You made your bowl." Yeah, somehow you knew this was what I was gonna grab. I'm like,
Hey,
"Babe, it's a
I
big ass
mean,
pot of spaghetti. There's no fucking
Either
way."
that, or when I had my back turned, getting a drink or something.
drops it in
Right?
there.
Yup.
Except you never turned your back. You're like, what? You're so crazy. I love you.
I can believe she'd do something like that.
I can
You
see it
don't
in a
even
pinch.
know.
In a pinch, just to get that life insurance.
So about that new ocean forming.
There's a new ocean?
Yes,
Africa
Africa
is splitting.
is splitting. And
No
it's
way Africa's
happening
splitting.
very rapidly and creating a new ocean basin.
Yep.
That's cool.
It is
though.
insane. I'm actually going to get an article.
I think what's really cool is
Wow.
it's a real life demonstration of how malleable our world is, like how
Yeah.
it reforms and reshapes itself, which also kind of lends itself to the other idea, right? We have permanent homes, well, permanent for our lifetimes, and maybe if we're lucky, our kids and their kids. But eventually, that place can't be there anymore, right? Like the world will reshape slowly over time,
That
and
is true.
eventually everything man-made will crumble.
So I'm pasting this article from science.howstuffworks.com in the chat.
Okay.
And yeah, is Africa splitting in two? Here's the scoop. Let's see, where did it just say? It just told the two.
Apple where it's splitting at?
It says, well, it's important to note that this discovery is exciting. The process will take tens of millions of years to completely split.
Well, they said that at first. That's what they first thought, but it's happening faster than they first thought. And now they believe it's only going to take about 1 million years, which, that's still a hell of a lot of years.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to be 1 million years old to see this.
I know.
With my
I get it. But
grandchildren.
we're here. The process is happening, and it's talking about the two plates: the Somalian tectonic plate and the larger Nubian tectonic plate moving in opposite directions. Is how that it's happening. It's divergent. It's really cool.
Yay, science!
This is cool.
No,
Uganda and Zambia may have their own coastlines. Wow.
It literally proves the flat Earth theory.
How, bro?
I already knew. No,
I'm just saying, bro.
We about to fight, bro. How?
So a new water basin somehow surfacing from a slice of pizza is proof of flat Earth theory.
What happens when you spin a pizza around with slices cut out? It goes away, like it spreads apart. Like if you spin a fucking pizza, like
bro,
the pieces will fly
how far
apart.
are you reaching?
I'm not reaching anywhere. This ain't reaching. This is right in front of you.
You reaching,
bro? There's no way,
reaching.
dude.
But if the pizza is cooked and there's crust, which ours has crust, things tend to stay in place fairly well unless there's too much sauce.
Not really. I'm saying it's cut into slices, yeah. It ain't gonna stay together.
But there's an ocean, not a gap.
Right, but the ocean is fluid. It moves.
The ocean is the gap, is what he's saying.
Yes.
I mean,
you just talked about pizza spreading apart. That would leave a gap. There ain't no ocean.
You're right. There is no ocean, but if you put it in water and spun it around, I guarantee it'll do the same thing.
You know what? And it's crazy. I kind of understand what he's getting at.
I don't.
See, there you
I
go.
kind of understand what he's
so
getting
All I
beyond
gotta
lost.
do is get one person.
All right.
So
So,
beyond
the
lost.
splitting of Africa into two tectonic plates cannot prove the flat Earth hypothesis. Here's why. Number one, tectonic plate theory is rooted in a spherical Earth model. Number two, flat Earth theory lacks geological framework. Number three, empirical evidence of Earth's shape, like satellites.
We've never been into space. There's no such thing.
Bro, you're insane. We have people trapped out there right now. But okay, number
right.
four,
No, bro.
flat Earth arguments misinterpret data. Man, they cherry pick
They
scientific
start talking about
data
pizza spinning
to
in
support
the
their
ocean
claims.
to support, some crazy claim. I
In
don't know.
conclusion, Africa's tectonic splitting proves further evidence of Earth's dynamic geological process, all of which align with understanding a spherical planet.
All
It
right.
does not lend credence to flat Earth theories,
Question:
Mike-
Where are
which
you
are
reading that from?
fundamentally incompatible with observed
Sources.
science.
Where are you reading that from?
Here, I will get
Undisclosed
you sources. Hold on.
Yes, please. Please.
Yep.
Undisclosed sources.
Is the are the scientists government funded? Because if they are,
Oh, my.
you're gonna believe the government.
Are you government funded?
It sounds like it.
I was government funded for a while.
Technically,
Well,
I'm government
still
funded.
technically, I'm still government funded. Yeah, VA.
Oh, you just discredited yourself, bro.
I didn't discredit. No,
NASA, Britannica.
I'm just saying, you tried to bring up if they were government funded that they're lying, right?
Yeah.
okay, scratch that. Take that off the
no,
record.
no.
It's there forever.
Yeah,
You
but
did
he's gonna
that to
edit. He's gonna
yourself.
edit the episode and cut this
No,
all
Just
out.
saying,
lying.
I'm editing. I can cut
I
out.
got
whatever
the
I
originals,
want.
motherfucker.
Cut it out. This whole conversation is not gonna exist.
It won't.
Yes, it will, because
It's
I will
fine,
go
because every
clip
2
it.
seconds, I'm just going to be like, Nuke is funded by the government.
Hey, yo.
So you're going to have to edit every occurrence.
I'm
Nuke
gonna
is funded
cut
by the
that
government.
clip, though.
You gotta do it.
It's
You gotta
funded
do
by
it
the
differently,
government.
though. You gotta
Oh
shake it
my
up.
god, I'm crying right now.
You gotta ask him, like, Nuke, you funded by the government? Yeah. Nuke, how's the government funding?
It's actually pretty nice, bro.
I bet it is. Here's my question, Nuke, though. So, if we've never been to space, explain the astronauts that are currently stuck in space.
Did you know that the Pentagon has
Oh,
an
deflecting.
allowance?
That's a
Hang
great
on,
answer.
hang on. It's gonna come together. Did you know that the Pentagon has a budget for film making, and it is a huge amount of money, and they can make whatever they want to if they have
Let's confirm
money
that.
for the film industry.
So while I fully agree that they probably use that stuff for, wow, what is the term? Why my brain just dropped the term? Propaganda. Wow, I was
Hey,
really struggling
yo.
for that word. So yeah, I would definitely fully believe that the government has an allowance for making propaganda, right?
Yeah.
However, it's not just our government.
No,
I
you're
find
right.
it
of course.
interesting that there's an international space station, right, where
You gotta
other
make the whole
countries.
world believe.
Yeah, but why would other countries buy into some American lie? Like they wouldn't. They'd put us on blast and try to prove.
No, but instead we're fighting
Otherwise.
Russia in space.
Why
Mhm.
would
That's what
why
I'm
would they
saying.
put
It's
everybody
like-
on blast? I mean, the whole world has somebody in the Illuminati, and they
Where are
control
we
the
going with this?
world, not
far-
just America, but
how
the
far-
world.
Where does the rabbit hole stop?
It doesn't. It keeps going.
It just keeps going.
No, dude, it's just what they play whenever you walk into the woods and see a tree falling. What was that shit you were talking about before with the cameras everywhere? And how living in like virtual reality.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and like
and like everything's just watching you. So then if people like knew that they were being watched all the time, they're 100% less likely to do some dumb shit. Like someone's gonna see a wallet on the it's because we were talking about like criminal like that. So like there's this show, Parolee something and Doggies. Okay. And this
Pit bulls and
lady,
parolees.
yeah, that one.
yeah, the
I remember
lady
that show.
gives,
Yeah.
felons and stuff a job. And
Well,
it's with
yeah, I
animals.
think Amanda was like, "That's a mistake." Like if she's kind of putting herself in
in a
danger.
position to there's gonna eventually be a violent criminal who doesn't want to reform, who's going to hurt her.
Potentially, it's a possibility, but it's also way less likely with a camera crew there.
Right.
Like,
And
there's
that's
just
what
a lot
Kevin's point
more.
was. And he's like, yeah, people with a camera watching them are a lot less likely to take money from a wallet rather than return it.
I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What about the Tiger King?
Dude,
They
I
had
don't know
cameras all
anything
over
about
them.
this
They
person.
did stupid shit all the time.
Stupid is different than vastly criminal.
No, they did some crazy shit.
Well, I
But
never watched
here's
the
the-
show, but I
Yeah.
think
Here's-
that was for entertainment.
Yeah, I'm gonna say here's my thing. A lot of stuff you see on TV, like a perfect example, 90 Day Fiance. I know you guys heard of that show.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of the crazy moments that happen in that show are just a paid production
Yeah,
scheme.
of course.
It's
Oh,
just
I
like
know.
it's like, hey, people aren't liking your shit. You're not getting as many views as we need, so we need you guys to do this.
Look
We'll
at
slide
the
you some
fucking
extra money.
Jersey Shore garbage show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My favorite was X on the Beach.
I mean, to be honest with you, we don't really watch any of those shows.
No.
I mean, it's
I
we
don't
try
care,
and
not
watch
anymore.
things that we like watching documentaries about natural disasters, about science things, and about
space.
aliens, about space,
And
anything.
horror.
You believe
and
in aliens,
hauntings.
but you don't believe in the flat Earth?
I believe that there is other organisms in the universe we've never seen before, and some of those could be intellectual. But no, I don't believe in the little
we
gray
know as an
people
alien.
necessarily, unless I saw with my own two eyes and interfaced with one. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to believe that there are humanoid-esque higher intelligence in space because life forms come in a lot of varieties.
And that's very human to think
to
that
project our own image
everything
on
is
something.
human.
Yes. Or has a human silhouette, right?
Like very ignorant
characteristics.
It's a human trait.
Right. We do it to even animals when we draw them in shows.
Mm-hmm.
And we cartoonize them and turn them into like a creature. Look at Bluey. Look at all those cartoons.
I mean, look at the existence of clothing for animals who have built-in clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're like, oh, you're not already hot enough? Here's your sweater so that you look like a human. But why?
Don't call me out like that because I dress my cat up.
It's okay. My friend Christy does too. She's got a naked cat. Very chubby naked cat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Those you got to keep warm.
Isn't it Mr. Bigglesworth from Austin? Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good name.
No, we call him Fat Cat.
Oh man, she had this awful story about when what's the stuff called? Garland?
Tinsel.
Or tinsel. Tinsel. I guess the cat had eaten tinsel
off the Christmas tree.
And then was running around with tinsel hanging
out of his butt. She had to pull it to get the rest of it out of its butt. It likes to eat a lot of their things, and she has to pull it out of his butt. It's so yuck. God. And
it's
she
awful.
forever will send like butthole pics of the cat, and I'm like, Christy,
bro, hey, whoa,
butthole picture of your cat one more time, I'm deleting you.
At least you can walk her on a leash.
You can walk a cat on a leash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. I thought
built-in leash.
Yeah.
This
Well,
cat is
God.
its own personality.
well,
We love Fat Cat
fat
until
cat.
she has to pull glitter tinsel out of its butt.
That cat. Remember when it got in her room and it thought it was faster than me? Mm-mm. Oh no, I got reflexes, man.
Fat Cat Lestat.
There, what's that martial art where they like put their arm, like they blindfold each other and they put their arms together, and they like do these different techniques, but it's all about like feeling the pressure of your opponent and being able to move and respond without actually looking. Wing Chun, I think, is the name of it.
That sounds
Bless you.
about right.
But there was a moment of that in the room with the cat. The cat was not supposed to be in the room. It was trying to get past me, and my hand was like on its chest, and I felt all of its muscles tense up right before it was about to leap, and I was able to block him from going. Like I kept my hand on his chest as he jumped and prevented him from getting past me, and then they took him out of the room. But yeah, it was like Wing Chun has value, is all I'm saying. It's an interesting martial art.
Yo,
It
you know
really
they dropped
impressed
another.
her husband at the time. It was funny because I was like, I wasn't actually that fast. Like I just felt that he was about to move.
Cats aren't really like having a cat now. I realize like cats aren't as fast as you would think. Like my cat, it might just be my cat. When he's ready to like,
Our cats are fast.
I
Well-
don't know. Like he gets the zoomies and he's just like he has to think about where he's gonna zoom first. So like I could always predict where he's gonna go. Like oh he's about to run in our room and I'll run and jump in front of him. He's like oh
Yeah, they're
around and runs the other
predictable
way.
because they're so quick. Like,
It's like-
you start seeing like patterns.
It's easier when it's one. I'm gonna just say that, but when there's
yeah, it's a lot
two,
easier.
it's a little bit more.
But I will
difficult.
say, cats' reflexes are insane.
Oh yeah.
Just go on YouTube and watch any video of a cat. Like literally type cat reflexes, and you'll see them dodging snake bites and all types of other stuff.
They're quick
They're very
creatures.
quick.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just that they themselves are quick, their reaction to things is very quick.
Very impeccable. I'll tell you that much.
Because they're demons.
Oh, okay. I'm convinced that my cat talks to a demon in the room at night, so that checks out.
I wouldn't doubt it, bro.
Then they're like, I gotta kill them two in there. They
I'm
don't pay me enough.
I'm a dog lover all the way. Like
Ditto.
I've had cats before, but like my first cat was named Lucifer because he was a demon,
Mm.
and I sort of had a cat. We found it at my buddy's house. He kept it, but I was living with him at the time, and it's like the damn cat gravitated towards me all the time. So he was the only cool cat, I would say.
I've met a few cats that I could own. It, like if they weren't already living somewhere else, like I vibed with them.
Yeah,
But all of said cats, yeah, they were a lot more like dogs. They didn't care. They appreciated affection. They weren't assholes. Like they're just chill, laid back. But that's far and few between in my experience. Most cats are not like that.
yeah, they're assholes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're a-holes who want to be worshipped, and I don't know. I like the dog mentality a lot more. Dogs are just like, where's my friend? Where's my friend?
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
And like they get sad when you're gone. They miss you. Like there's stories of dogs who, there's one story of like this Akita in Japan. Some guy passed away, and the dog would wait for him every day at the train station.
He even died at the train station.
Yeah, like the dog kept going to the train station waiting for his owner to come back. But in his eyes, it's not his owner. It's his best friend. It's his family.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like dogs. Like when you're a part of the pack, you're part of the family.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Like dogs.
This is like the Fast and the Furious. It's family.
Do it for family.
Dude, I stopped watching those movies, dude.
I hated them.
It was like after 5 or something, and they're all the way up past 10 now, I think. Like,
I think they're gonna keep making more.
I watched Tokyo Drift, and that was it.
Tokyo Drift
Yeah.
was the best one.
I was gonna say
Wonder
that's pretty
if you
much
know how to live in Tokyo.
If you see me, then you mean it, then you know
No,
you have to go. Fast and furious.
That sounds good, man.
Y'all are singing that song in an Asian voice. Have y'all seen?
Well, we're mimicking
I'm
the
mimicking
song,
the
but the
noises
song is a
the
really
song
good song.
makes.
No, I'm not. Oh my god! But there's a video of this white lady singing a song in front of a group of people, and she's singing "I Want to Be Ninja" as like Asian as she could. And it is the most racist thing I've ever seen. Y'all need to look it up. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't being racist.
No, I wasn't saying.
I mean,
you
I don't
were.
believe that it is.
I
Mimicking
was.
the song is not that. Especially if you like the song. If you're joking it, that's one thing. But we literally
I
put
love
that
that
song on
song.
when we're playing Rocket League sometimes.
Yeah, and then I run
Wasn't it
around
in
and
Rocket
hold
League?
R1. It
Yeah.
is.
It's one of the goal explosions, but
There
I'll
it
pull
is,
it up on
yeah.
YouTube Music and jam out to it, dude. It hits, bro. And it's got that
does.
upbeat tempo. It's perfect for driving.
It is.
Babe, stop. You gotta come back.
I'm just watching the thing.
Bring it back.
Yeah, it seems at first glance a little, but is she like a comedian?
No,
You sure?
no.
I don't know. I could see how it could be miscued as coming off very racist.
Funny as shit though.
It is also kind of humorous.
Like,
I mean, this is why I think we've gone too far with the seriousness of this world.
Yes, absolutely.
We need humor and fun and
can't no one take a joke?
fucking
has to be
stereotypes
taken-
are hilarious sometimes.
Yes,
dude.
they are, especially done right. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
People just need to be able to laugh.
People can't take a joke. People are too
No.
serious, and
this is
everyone-
coming from somebody whose very first day in school got in a fist fight with somebody over a your mama joke. So I'm just saying, people need to lighten up. Like, I learned to kind of lighten up over the course of my life. But when I was younger, yeah, I was more uptight, and I would get very aggressive quickly. But as I've gotten older, I don't know. I've learned to
you learn to let shit just kind of slide. Like,
yeah,
you pick and choose your battles a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that dude said something about my mom, but like,
that's why you ever get in a fight with the old guy at a bar, be careful. That's all I'm saying, because he's not there to fight. You know what I mean? And the last thing he wants to is that. He's going to keep his mouth shut, mind his own business, and then you mess with him too much, he's going to break a bottle and stab you in the neck.
And keep it pushing.
Yeah, he's like, that's what I'm saying. You don't mess with the old people at the bar because they're there to just enjoy themselves. They don't want no drama. And they will try to end that shit as quickly as possible because they don't want to get hurt. Because getting hurt when you're old sucks. That's some wisdom from my book of knowledge. Do not fight the old man at the bar.
Nah.
It's a mistake.
He ain't got nothing to lose.
Don't put your drink down at a bar either.
Not unless you want to have a weird night.
Yeah. Unless you want to end up at the Diddy party.
Hey, there's a song for that by Sublime called Diddy.
Really? Oh, wow.
Dun 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 dun. That's the beat.
That's the beat. Dun, 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 dun.
At certain parts, it is the beat.
Oh, okay. Okay. Checks out. Y'all excited for Trump's term? Oh, doesn't he,
No.
Hey, does anyone else find it really
No.
ironic that Joe Biden, right on the way out, improved Social Security because retirees should not have to worry?
Mm-hmm.
He said he started it in 2003.
He also said he canceled some debt, too, recently.
I don't know. I just find it really funny. I'm like, wait, isn't the inauguration like right around the corner? Like, isn't this stuff happening. So right as
Oh,
he's about to be a retiree, he's like, "Yeah, I
this
think they need
fool.
better Social Security."
Yeah, Biden. That's what he did. He banned offshore drilling. That's what he
Yeah, I
did.
heard
Uh,
about
Yeah,
that.
he banned offshore drilling recently, and
I have a feeling when Trump is in office, it will become
it just,
unbanned.
yeah, it'll just come right back. And everything Biden's doing now is going to get reversed as soon as
Oh
Trump
yeah.
is in office.
Yep.
Like Trump is trying to rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
Oh my fucking
Oh, no,
god.
man, come
What
on.
an idiot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he
I
said,
kind of hope he does.
yeah, low key. I was like, I hope he does. That'd be funny as fuck.
No,
But
that just
terrible,
makes us
dude.
look even more
But it
it
stupid.
does.
Come on.
It does. Yeah.
But it doesn't even like Gulf of Mexico doesn't sound bad. Gulf of America sounds weird
Sounds
to say to me.
garbage.
They would-
But,
It would
would
be
have
the American Gulf.
and this is
No,
what he said.
it'd be Gulf America.
Gulf America.
And then what? They're gonna turn it into a golfing retreat? Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Gulf America, okay?
No.
No,
Please
what
don't.
did Trump say? What did he say? He said we're gonna change the name of Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. It has a nice ring to it. It sounds really
doesn't.
nice.
It doesn't. It sounds like a really stupid thing to even waste time thinking about.
Yes,
You
thank
know
you.
why he said it had a nice ring to it, right? Because America is freedom and freedom rings.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yes,
Listen.
it does. No, he said he's gonna buy Greenland. He said apparently there's
I can
already
already see the future. We're about to be in Rocket League and Cybertrucks again.
I was just about to say, is it time to
Yep.
bring out freedom?
It's time
Yeah.
to bring
It is
it back
time to
out.
bring out freedom.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that dude said he's
But-
gonna buy Greenland.
Cybertrucks.
But there's so many other actually important things
that need to be taken
yes.
care of. Like, and
Need-
this is-
Exactly.
Like making Canada the 51st state.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
said.
God,
no.
Yo,
please.
that was the funniest thing. I thought Gulf of Mexico was funny, but you saying that just made it. Remember that?
I mean, if we wait long enough, Canada, it's not going to cost much. Like there's
No, it won't, because they shit right now.
yeah.
Yeah, they're doing terrible.
this
I heard
is-
their economy is tanking.
Trudeau stepped down.
Ironically,
He did, yeah.
we had to talk about this last night.
I talk about
Do-
what?
Have you guys ever noticed that the biggest issue with all economical structures, whether it be communism, socialism, capitalism, or something in between, right?
Mhm.
The biggest issue is distribution of wealth and power.
Yeah.
That's always the biggest concern.
And here's what
So-
and here's why that's a problem. And here's why I think that's a problem. And
Mhm.
it's not because of like anything malicious. I do think it came from good intentions when they're set up like that.
Yep.
It's they don't want the wrong people to have that wealth and power, which I do get. You don't want all that power and all that wealth to get into the wrong hands. But then they assume the best solution is to not hand it out at all or hand it out very, very sparingly and give it to those select few people.
So the only way that in reality, every economic structure is based on distribution of wealth and power, right? Communism, there's a single leader, it's a dictatorship. Then you have things like socialism, where it's a small group of individuals that ultimately decide what's important, right?
Yep.
Then you have capitalism, which takes that decision out of each individual's like opinion and rather puts it in each individual's wallet. Where you put your money ultimately dictates how society runs. So all three of those aren't great in certain instances, right? And all three of those have benefits in certain instances.
Mm-hmm.
But the only way you get away from the drawbacks is if we could somehow, as a people, move away from the notion of wealth, right? Which is a notion of status and separation of status, and move away from singular control. That's the only way we can actually have any type of utopia.
You have to redefine what wealth is, though. for
you
that.
take away money and then everyone just has their place. Everyone gets to do
True.
what they want to do. You have your
Yeah.
bakers, you have your
it would make
doctors, you have...
the irony there is it's something that I don't think we're ever going to really be able to get to just
No.
because of how humans are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's the only thing that would make humans truly happy. Like if Nuke wanted to make art and that's all he wanted to do, but didn't have to worry about putting a roof over his family's head, didn't have to worry about those things, he could pursue his passion.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
those things would come to light and they would add value to the world, even if it's not picking up a hammer and hammering something.
Mhm.
So I do
Right.
think every individual has their value. Right? And I
So,
think
like,
we need to move away from something being more valuable than something else.
what do you do? The one thing that popped up in my head, like towards the end of our convo, but something switched and we talked about something else. What do you do in the sense of the people who, because there will be a slim few who are like lazy and don't want to do shit, just want, like, I still believe, even with the perfect world, and I think it will be a lot less.
But if you don't
What do you do with them?
I mean, I think it actually starts to die down more. I think the reason people are like that, they want to find an easier way. That's what it is to be lazy. A lot of inventors are those kinds of people. This shit's annoying. I want to figure out a better way. I don't like having to wait 20 minutes for the bong. There's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
lot of times they sit and they think and they stew. That's why stoners come up with interesting creations or interesting artwork that seems to be different than other people. I don't know. I think if there wasn't this notion of you have to do this in order to actually succeed because you have to bring in money and money defines your worth.
Mm-hmm.
If that wasn't there, people would be happier and they would find their place without having to be asked.
Okay.
Like, I do believe that to be true. Because at the end of the day, yeah, video games are fun, right? But you also get bored of them. And you're like, you know what? I fucking want to go outside. I want to do something else. And if society was like welcoming and open, and there wasn't these, oh, they make less money than me side looks and shit like that, and everyone had everything everyone else did, and we're all equals, those things start to dissolve and people find their natural place where they fit in and they're happy. And that for some people that might be making burgers at McDonald's. Like, but it probably wouldn't be McDonald's anymore because the notion of individual business would kind of die. Like, it would be different. I don't know. You'd have to file for shit, and then if you wanted to bring like a burgers and fries type place to a location, you could. But I'm brainstorming the idea of a world without money. Because I think the only way to ever achieve any type of utopia is truly to remove the separators, because people lean on that shit and they use it to degrade other people. They use it to separate themselves from other people. And it sucks, dude. Like, it's miserable. There's plenty of good people who make shitty salaries and they just get looked at like they're pieces of shit for no reason.
But they're busting their ass working.
Yeah, they're hustling their ass off to do what they need to do. And it's just unfortunate. Like those...
I remember, when I worked at McDonald's as a teenager, it was like the maintenance. He was like this older dude. He was the person who always came in and cleaned the oil vats. Yeah. But I always remember thinking, man, that's like the worst fucking job in this place. But they never looked miserable doing it. They'd always be there first thing in the morning, cleaning the parking lot, doing some outdoor building cleaning. Right. And it was like every couple days, I don't remember exactly how long, they'd be cleaning out the fry vats. And I'm just like, bleh.
Well, you know, the other really cool side effect of if we could achieve that type of harmony amongst humans, one really cool side effect is that jobs like being a garbage man or a janitor would actually be held in praise. because people wouldn't. They'd be like, "Man, I'm glad I
You'd be
didn't have to
super
do that job."
appreciative of the
And
person
every
who wanted to do it. Right.
I always
Exactly.
respect the garbage, like people that
I do too.
pick up my garbage, people that are like cleaning up the roads, or like even construction workers. I'm like, dude, I couldn't get out there and do that. Like I respect that, those type of people that get out there and do those jobs that people don't want to do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, like I've seen Kevin come home from many different types of jobs. And one of the most worn out he was when he was working on building. He was like a contractor's secondhand man, and
mhm.
he was helping build decks, like doing roofs.
Yeah, it's hard work. It's hard work. It's backbreaking work. And just like teachers should be able to live comfortably and happily without working extra jobs, so should they. And the vast majority of them kind of make shit hourly pay. And it's all because we deem that job is less important, or we don't have to pay as much for that labor because of something else. And it all again then comes back to money, because if you try and fix their salary, then it's a systemic problem. It
Like,
goes up the tree.
right. Here's a
Right?
very perfect question. How does a doctor make more money than a teacher when without teachers we would have no doctors?
Damn.
Mind blown.
Fucking
Damn.
yeah.
deep, yo. Fucking deep.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You're not. You
But I
really aren't.
also, like, that's the thing. If we went into a world with no money, almost kind of thinking back to a village life where you had a blacksmith, and somebody who wanted to mentor under the blacksmith would work with the blacksmith, and he'd, take them on, like, where everybody filled their role. And a baker was important, because when there were festivities, when there were things happening, guess what? That was the only person in the village who really knew how to make cake. Right? So the trade mattered more. I think blacksmithing is I think it's a beautiful trade, and there's a lot of hard work that goes into it. But you can't be a blacksmith today because there's more efficient ways to mold metal.
Yeah.
Right? So unless you're somebody who makes swords that require a lot of knowledge with blacksmithing, like Damascus steel swords and things of that nature that are very ornate, and you're selling them for thousands, unless you're that one person that exists, you're not really making any money off blacksmithing.
No. Not in today's economy.
Because you can get a freaking pressed metal hinge for a gate way cheaper than you would get a hinge from a blacksmith for, because he's got to sit there and beat on it for 3 hours.
Right. Yeah.
So it's those trades.
Plugging this in. Blacksmithing is really fun. We did that. We did a class on it, and then Kevin's went and got a whole forge set up, and it is actually really fun. And we made these little like decorative spatula looking thingies with little hooks into it. It was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, they taught us a couple different techniques for how to like spinning the metal and stuff like that. It was a fun class. I think everybody should try blacksmithing once in their life. It's great.
It was one of those things. It was one of those things I didn't know actually still like people still did for real. Like I thought it was more of like a hobby, like it became a hobby, like kind of like video games or like scrapbooking.
I mean, sadly, it has. There are still some blacksmiths in that's all they do. The majority of them probably make their money from teaching others the trade. And again, making like in selling ornate little things that you wouldn't find anywhere else.
Yeah. We
like,
really
there's still a niche there.
We always enjoyed the Forged in Fire show for that, because it's like, ooh, and we would watch to see the techniques they would use in making their swords and weapons and stuff. And we're like, ooh, we're going to try that one time. Okay. Yep. We learn different things like Damascus and how it's made.
And how much of a pain it is. Yep.
Yep.
But no, it's just a very interesting art form. I also think, glass blowing is really cool.
Yeah, glass blow. I want to learn how to do
That
that.
looks so cool. Yeah, we want to try it once.
We watched this guy at it was a flea market,
Yep.
and he had a
He was doing it there?
blowtorch.
The
Yeah,
same one we got Ricky at.
so hear me out. He had these glass vials that were maybe 5 to 6 inches long.
Mhm.
And then he had a blowtorch in one of those desktop vice clamps,
Yeah.
right? And he had the blowtorch held there with the flame blowing up. And he turned it on, started the flame, literally takes the glass tube and does this, I can't even describe it, this little dance with his hand. And then next thing you know, it's a freaking glass horse.
What the?
Bro, it was insane. Like he pulled and stretched the glass and twisted it and then it was a fucking
and he
horse.
danced with his hands. I really liked that description. That's going in one of our books. Copy marked.
And
Well,
honestly,
whatever.
That'd be right.
it is. And what really blows my mind about glass blowing is how they can take such a small piece of glass, stretch it out, and then make this giant ass vase out of it. And you're like,
the fuck?
Yeah, pretty much. You're like, okay, what?
They're cooking. Let them cook.
Yeah, let them cook. Literally.
But no, I mean, it's those art forms. Like if you ever see them in person, they're mesmerizing to watch. Like whether it's a blacksmith heating and then just like beating on the metal, trying to shape it, like it's really cool to see that process.
Yeah.
And to see people doing it.
You know what process I never care to see?
What?
How chicken nuggets and hot dogs are made. I'm good. I like to eat them, so I'll never know. I will never.
He doesn't want to see the process of butchery and what that all looks like.
No, I told Kevin if we were to do our own hunting and stuff, that's him. I'll help him shoot it. That's cool. I don't care.
I want to kill it, but I don't want to clean it.
I'll eat the fuck out of it. I will not clean it. And I'll cook the shit out of it. I will not clean it. I will not drain its blood.
No, but dressing it, aka cleaning it, and then butchering it, they're two different processes, but the butchering is I don't know how to butcher a deer properly.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Yeah, I wouldn't know.
There's like a whole schooling behind it. Like there are specific cuts, there's ways to do the cuts, there's way to break the joints like cleanly. It's an art form of its own. It might seem a little like dark,
grotesque.
Yeah, but it really is an art form of its own. So like you should respect your local butcher a little bit because they're like they know what they're doing when it comes to cuts of meat. Yeah. And it's like a whole damn schooling. Like I could probably learn it if I put my mind to it, but
as Nathan
that for when we're out in the woods.
As Nathan says, if you can respect a magician for doing a trick, you can respect anybody else in any other field. He's like, the one thing of what Nathan he says this all the time. He's like, I may not like illegal immigrants coming into the country, but he's like, they go and do jobs that I don't see anyone else going to try to do. He's like, and I have no choice but to respect that. He's like, he was like, when they got their house built, he was like, all I seen were those type of people. He's like, the only people I seen that were actually American were the plumbing people. And they were out there for 15, 20 minutes and then they're done with their job and they don't come back. But he's like, the only people I see come back and actually doing the hard work were the actual people building the house, the people that put the foundation, that cut the wood, brought the nails, carrying the wood and all the other stuff up a ladder.
Yep. Dude, shingles are heavy as
that, and that's what he was saying. He's like, I have nothing but respect for him. He's like, I used to do that type of stuff growing up. He's like, I know how much of a hard job it is. He was like, he was like, I wish I could. He was like, I wish I could tip them because he's just respect. Like they was building a house across the street from them, and he would sit outside all day and just watch them work because he was like, I'm amazed by it.
I don't know. I might have Grandpa Nate beat.
Oh yeah.
Can he raise his hand and say that he's tipped a delivery person in weed?
I think he's tipped his barber in weed.
That's pretty close. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
we
pretty
had
close.
people delivering our washer and dryer, and I was like, you got a choice, $20 or some weed.
Oh yeah.
One
I
of them
probably
took the
would've-
20, one of them took the weed.
Yeah, I probably would have took the weed. I'd be like, can I borrow that 20 though, so I can get some wraps? let me get a piece of that 20 from you though. I
That's
just need
funny.
5.
Kevin was
Mm.
like, no, you're not. No, you're
I
not.
do wish that like
and
we
I was like, yes,
could
I am.
have a little bit more of the good old days where there was shit like that, where it was like, you know what? I don't really have a lot of cash on hand, but I do got this.
I
Is
do
that good?
have.
You know what I
I,
mean? Like,
I got
I wish
$20
we
and
were still in
$20
that
worth
era.
of weed.
I'm just saying. I think I grew up in the wrong era.
I mean, actually no. Nathan has tipped. He tipped the movers with some weed.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
pretty
go.
much
Yeah.
what they were.
Yeah,
That's a hard job in of itself, man.
that's yeah. He gave like practically half of what he had. He had like
No,
at
when
least a quarter.
we moved from Virginia to Georgia, we paid a moving company who go fuck themselves. We treated y'all really good, paid you good money, and you broke half our shit. But
No, fuck them.
and we didn't get paid for it. But anywho, we treated our
Reimbursed.
movers really fucking good because they got paid, they got tipped every day, and
Mhm.
whenever they were at our house, we
Yeah,
bought
she made 'em food
pizzas.
and shit.
We did fucking Chick-fil-A. We bought like 6 of the
30
30
count nuggets.
count platters
And
and
that
just
shit is
fed
not
them
cheap.
fucking Chick-fil-A for
No.
lunch.
That shit is not cheap.
No, because we were trying. We were like, if we treat them right, they're gonna respect our stuff.
Which
Yeah,
I mean,
it
that's not
didn't
wrong thinking.
work.
That's not wrong thinking. That is not bad thinking at all.
And
You
then
would-
no, the
you
thing I'm
expect-
most mad about was there was a piece of furniture that we were moving for someone else, and we paid extra because it was a delicate furniture.
It was a
wood.
hand carved dresser that my
Yes.
grandmother
Ooh.
had, and it's mad old and shit, but it's super decorative, and every part of it is like hand carved with decorative shit.
And they fucking broke pieces off of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you know what they tried to offer us? $150. That was
Yeah.
it.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna need at least one band.
No,
One
we laughed
thou.
at them. We didn't even take it. We're like, no, we don't want your shit.
No, we reported him to the Better Business Bureau, and then like,
Let it be.
Tried
mean,
to
I
see
don't
if we
care.
could take them to small claims court, but
But it
at
wasn't
the end of
worth
the
it.
day, right, it wouldn't have been worth it. We would have broke even
Yeah. Yeah, at that, like I said,
with
you
how
got,
much we would have had to pay for a lawyer.
yeah, picking those battles wisely. It
Unfortunate.
applies everywhere.
That's where we're going to call it for today, everybody. See you every Friday. Just remember, it's more than cannabis and coffee. It's a mindset. Whether you see us or hear us, you're part of the crew, and we want to hear from you. So make sure to reach out via Facebook, X, or Instagram, which you can find at cannabiscoffeecrew.com. And remember, me and it too are government funded.